Light Art here. Wanted to go through this week's episode on the black fiber optic brush, and specifically this is from Light Painting Brushes, and specifically with a magic frame that I have supported with homemade soup cans because we're in quarantine, as well as a guitar stand and more soup cans. I also will be painting with my Light Painting Paradise pencils. I love these things. As well as Frank's RGB torch because it has amazing colors in it. I might throw in a Light Painting Brushes plexi. I might get into some of the light blades as I build some bouquet of flowers in here. I'm also going to shoot this. There's going to be a few frames that are going to be through the lens ball, which means I will be painting upside down again, which I often find is better for me as it's more challenging and I don't lose interest right away. That is it. I want to go through some of the watercolor techniques because I refer to this technique as watercolor. It might be different for you, but basically you're going to be taking the brush, and I'll be working behind and through the guitar stand. And so I will be painting just like a canvas on different ways, and I'm triggering this off and on. I don't know if the camera can see it, but I will be painting just like a normal real painting. You can't get any more light painting than painting in a virtual canvas with a light painting brush. These will be all single exposures. I don't do double exposures. I'm not really into the trick photography too much. I'm just into light painting in its most sincerest form. Okay. And once you get a good amount of paint, make sure you feel the frame. This is a nice way to actually have some borders and know where you're going. I do it usually virtually, but this also helps. Not sure, I'll do some blindfolded, I'm no doubt. And then once you get into the light painting, then I'm gonna come up with some flowers, maybe come up like this, come up like this, come up like this, I don't know, wherever I see fit, and then put some cherry blossoms, or I'm sure I'll figure it out. I've been into doing a bunch of stuff today, so and for our last tree, we are going to use the shard, you can see this, with the red brushes. I'm going to do this tree in honor of the tree Winterfell. It's from Game of Thrones, and it's a very special magical tree. And so you'll see, now I'm doing this one in the frame, upside down through the lens ball, and so I'll be coming down from the top of the frame with the pin work. You'll see a lot of different pins as you draw, and you are turning each light tool on and off. The creation or the image that the painting you're producing is exponentially more complicated because you have to be very careful on where you put each little bit of light. It is by far, doing freehand light painting, the most challenging and the most rewarding for me, and I definitely think that I'm moving in that direction. the possibilities are limitless. And I've never really been a drawer. I've never really doodled, but I'm finding new ways to create complex images using a variety of different tools and a variety of different techniques. And when you mix and match all of these different techniques, now you have unlimited possibilities of what you can create. And if it's fresh for me, and it's always fresh, I'm always riding that fresh wave, it's fresh for you. No one's getting, there's no one out there, I hope, saying, man, we have seen that before from Ethereal Light and it's just not very creative. I really want to push the creativity and push my boundaries and expand myself as an artist. And so you'll see there'll be a lot. I probably will do, I'll probably count 200 or more, maybe 300 different leaves. As you can see, this is a triangle, it looks like a leaf. If I could make my own plexiglass, which I'm sure I can figure out, I would probably do more leaves. And so the last, which brings us to the last tree, the tree of Winterfell is going to be on a grander scale. This is going to be using a light painting brush, angel wing. I'm going to be using the Kaio system with a Claris torch. This one's going to be big because this one's going to be life size. And so basically I'm going to try to stand back as far as possible. I'm going to draw with the light painting pencil. Whoops, I'm going to be drawing with the light painting pencil. I'm going to be drawing with the light painting pencil. I'm going to scoot back as far as possible. I'm going to be drawing with the light painting pencil. I'm going to be drawing massive roots. And not only am I going to be drawing massive roots down and across, but I'm also going to be coming towards the camera. This is a full other episode, but it's important to note when you are drawing, when you are creating a light painting, you are drawing in 4 dimensionals. So you're not just drawing on a straight canvas like the little blade shot. This tree is as realistic as possible. I am drawing roots coming towards the camera. I'm drawing roots going away from the camera. I am drawing depth and shadowing in my light drawings. Just like every other sketch artist or painter, that is what we're doing here. This is not trick photography. There's no double exposure. It is just you, a light brush, freehand, and a canvas, which is space all around us. And so you'll see on that one, if you look close, there'll be a lot of different lines, and this will be life size. And I am going to paint, this is also important, I'm going to paint this tree like this, just like you would an orb. Okay? I'm going to paint the tree out in front of me because most trees are an enveloped umbrella. And so to paint with this technique is life size, and that makes it challenging and fun. It's also in 3D because I'm doing different depths of the leaves, as well as the roots falling forward and outward just like it normally would in real life. That, to me, is the most creative and rewarding piece of light painting you could ever do, is draw figures and creatures and nature or anything in 3D or have depth to it in your art. And that's what I've been working on, and that's why this tutorial is out. I am very excited to see other people draw in 3D, and if you do, tag me. I'd love to know what you're up to. I think everyone can be creative, and I look forward to seeing your images. Okay, so the life-size Winterfell tree will be done with depth, with a blade that just has a gel on it, a red gel. I only went with half the gel because I was using it for some calligraphy, and I just liked the two-tone of it. I probably would go a deeper red if I was going to do this again, which I probably will. But it's more important for me to get these techniques out into the world for you guys to learn and feed off and use than it is for me to perfect every leaf on the Winterfell tree, which, knowing me, I probably will. You'll probably see it posted in a few weeks, or maybe not. But it's more important for me to get these techniques out to you than it is for me to perfect the perfect tree. I just want to show you guys how I'm doing it.